So the Dungeon Coach is coming out with Alkanders Almanac of all things, and this is going to be the 5.5 of D&D. There is so much going on with this thing. The brief amount of stuff that I'm looking at here is absolutely enormous. There is just a lot going on here, and that's the name of the game, is variety. That is honestly the problem with any one role-playing game system. If you play it for long enough, you learn all the tricks of the trade. You do everything. So this is a great way to liven the place up a bit. Looking through it, I've already seen that there is going to be over 20 new actions for martials to take during combat. And that's huge, because if you're a martial type character, more often than not, you're going to just, I swing my sword. And once you hit level 5, I swing my sword twice. So having more options, more things that martial people can do on their turn other than just attack, is totally awesome. That is what I love to see. And of course, the other huge factor of this whole thing is the fact that it is hitting up the 3 pillars of D&D. We get combat, exploration, and roleplay. It is no secret that in 5th edition, the majority, the huge vast majority of the rules pertain to combat. This is a combat-like game. And of course, we get a bunch of stuff on it all the time. So the fact that we're getting stuff on exploration and social encounters too is fantastic. Those are things that need to be touched upon, because there's a lot of systems that could be designed but just aren't there yet. But this is obviously adding a bunch to it. But in regards to the combat, we also do, in fact, get much more combat stuff. We get new conditions. That is an awesome thing, right? New conditions, because, of course, yeah, you're paralyzed, you're poisoned, you're stunned. Those are pretty much like the only basic things that we really get there. So having new conditions that can affect you both in a good way and a bad way is totally awesome. New initiative systems to shake the place up a bit. You know, just giving you the options, giving you the variety. And also something I really love to see, new hardcore rules, death save changes, lingering injuries, resurrection, etc. Because I like to run a little bit of a more hardcore game, and it's great to see those options in there just waiting to be explored. It's about looking through all the options and cherry picking what you like. You know, that is just absolutely great stuff. For the exploration, we get travel systems, which sorely needed in D&D. We get absolutely next to nothing in regards of exploring, because of course, in D&D, everything is tied to your rest, and we get a new full rest system as well. If you're going out into the middle of the wilderness, it doesn't matter if you get jacked up 20 different ways if you just sleep it off the next day. So having that system in place where you get different resources back, or not all your resources back, that's totally awesome. We also get expanded downtime activities because, hey, we got like 2 things in the player's handbook and we got a few things in Xanathar's, but getting more expanded downtime activities, primo stuff. And the social encounters. The fact that there is actual social dynamics, there is a reputation system, there's RP mechanics. Those things are extremely big because we run RP all the time, or at least I run RP all the time. And it's great seeing a system that actually rewards players for doing so. I love rewarding my players for doing the things that they want to do. And if there is no system in place natively for them to be rewarded with RP, then they're probably not going to do it as much. But actually having mechanical incentives for those social encounters is absolutely fantastic stuff. And what I really like is the complete overhaul of all weapons, armor, and shields. Because let's face it, when it comes to weapons, your fighters are going to pick the same 3 weapons. When it comes to armor, everyone's going to pick the same armor every single time. And when it comes to shields, guess what? There's literally only one shield in the game, right? So adding that variety there is just a great way to spice things up. And a crafting system, because let's face it, the crafting system in D&D is pretty, subpar. So having something there is totally fantastic. Just a lot of great things there. And also something really awesome is the fact that this is amazing presentation. It's not just a whole bunch of random words splattered on a page. The presentation's actually really good, and the art is actually fantastic as well. This is a totally awesome product, and I endorse it completely. This is on Kickstarter right now. And before you start saying anything, no, I'm not getting sponsored for this. I wish I was, though. I'm poor. But, I really like this product, and Dungeon Coach puts out amazing things, and I'm going to tell you that this is going to be amazing as well. So check it out on the Kickstarter. Go ahead, and it's going to be appearing on screen. It's going to be down below. Just click it, go check it out. Go check out the Dungeon Coach if you haven't already. I'm willing to bet you probably have. But if you haven't, check them out. Fantastic products there, fantastic stuff. Talking about D&D and everything else. Just amazing stuff. That's going to do it for me for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. And thank you to my amazing patrons. You guys are absolutely incredible. Thank you so very much. And I cannot wait to see you all in the next one.